Hey, right, let's go and fucking trap a guard.
Bearded lady.
What am I doing? See, no, I need to get him to stay in here though. Because if I go out and release the wolf man, there's not just like him running out the door. I've thought about this, I've actually put some thought into this. I got up. No, I've not got any I can bar the doorway. Can I nick that? But oh no, that's attached, that. Right.
These boxes are precariously balanced. Bearded lady.
Is that it?
The mermaid, Poseidon's daughter.
There's got to be a fucking key somewhere. Right, hold on, I'll see what's... Can I not get up on the stage? No. Can I go up these boxes? I can!
I suppose it was on this small stage that the monsters were presented to the public. Ah, here's something interesting. Hans's diary.
Oh, Christ. Moriarty is behind schedule. I've been waiting for 2 days now for the materials I need for my research to be delivered. He will have to get a move on if he wants me to take over the work he has started. My patience has its limits. I have filled in my time by reorganising this place. An old fair sideshow exhibiting monsters. I don't know if Moriarty is aware of the irony of the situation. To calm my impatience, they brought me a subject at the end of the morning. A dirty old tramp in good health. He will do. I'm going to test the last evolution of Moriarty's poison on him. Night has fallen and the test is finished. We had to kill the subject. His continuous roaring annoyed the boss. I can understand now why he needs my genius to help him advance in his research. The subject was in such a state of murderous madness that he became completely uncontrollable. He didn't even seem to understand the simplest orders. It's a long way from the desired result. Tuesday the 9th. Material still hasn't arrived, and a brighter note I received 2 new subjects, a man in his 50s, thin, hairy and toothless, and another who was younger but equally repulsive. We should be thanked for cleaning such parasites off the streets. Wednesday the 10th. I was woken in the middle of the night with screams and laughter which seemed to be coming from the freak show. 2 of Moriarty's men, completely drunk, had locked the 2 subjects up in the same cage before giving them the bowl of poison. They were amusing themselves by betting on the combat's outcome. Hurried off to warn the boss. We can't waste material this way. I rather liked their expressions when they woke up a few hours later in the cages instead of the tramps. It must have been the worst hangover of their lives. Thursday, how much more have I got to fucking read? Thursday 11th, I have finally received the material and the ingredients which will allow me to modify Moriarty's poison. The first experiment is going to be very simple. I'm just going to make a few drops of my famous will-annihilating poison and mix them with Moriarty's poison. We will see if that is sufficient to make them obey orders. It's a failure. The subjects didn't even have the time to kill each other. They died less than 30 seconds after being given the poison. The effects of the 2 poisons didn't add up as expected. On the other hand, I'll keep the dosage in mind. A poison that fries the brain so quickly cannot really be called a failure. I worked all night to develop the second dosage. This time I distilled the Cure differently to obtain a less powerful derivative. He also modified Moriarty's poison, but he was not very open about his composition, so I had to improvise. Another failure. The subject did not die immediately, but he was as uncontrollable as the others. The only difference of note is that the wounds and the tissue damage did not get any worse after the poison was taken. That's of no interest. We're not here to treat them. Moriarty assisted in the experiment. He did not say anything and left in silence. He wasn't pleased. I think he's starting to get impatient. Ah, I was hoping that was the last one. Moriarty's becoming impatient. The idiot doesn't understand anything. He dares to question my talent. He was the one who came to find me to modify his poison. He'd been trying for weeks without success, and now he wants me to succeed in 2 days. We had an overheated discussion about it, but I finally got him to admit that a chemist has no choice but to bow to the rules of science. It's nature that sets men, the rhythm, and not the other way around. I tried another dosage. The third test was a semi-failure. This time the subject alternated the bouts of madness with a fall of blood pressure. He went from enraged to comatose in a few seconds. I think we're on the right track. Sunday 14th. Moriarty doesn't want to wait any longer. This morning he openly threatened me. He's given me 2 days to obtain a conclusive result. He gave me to understand past his deadline. What? I will go from being the researcher to becoming the guinea pig. I am confident enough I was able to worm the components of the poison out of him, and as I thought, the problem isn't with my creation, it's with his idiot apprentice chemist who worked on it made so many mistakes in the dosages that I'm amazed that it produced the effects that it does. I spent more than 10 hours going over the dosages of Moriarty's poison, and I've finally obtained something sufficiently pure to be mixed with my personal composition. A new subject must be delivered as soon as possible. I can't wait to see the results. I succeeded. The problem wasn't with my poison, but with theirs. It was much too strong. I modified it, and the subject proved to be obedient without losing any of his fury. True, he did eat his own hand. but this time it was because we told him to. It's the first time that I've seen Moriarty smile. We've obtained the objective. At any time, Moriarty can poison a large section of London's population. The choice of the Whitechapel area is the natural one. It is there that the greatest number of the starving can be found. So at a given moment, these thousands of ragged soldiers can invade the city and spread chaos such as the British Empire has never known. Nothing will stop their fury. The devastation will last for the time that the boss needs to seize power and place that pathetic clown Woodville on the throne. Then the killing frenzy will stop of its own accord. I programmed the poison to last for 48 hours. After the subject, John will die, and after the subjects will join their victims in the paradise of the flea-ridden. Oh, last page, brilliant. That was quite a read. Monday the 15th. I'm now going to be able to mass produce this wonderful poison. Moriarty's set is meant to cleaning out the warehouse below. It's a perfect place, and it even has an enormous reservoir on the roof. The boss came here in person to pay me part of the money I was promised for my work. I'll have the rest when his plan has succeeded. I will soon be incredibly rich.
What a dreadful diary. That Hans is the only real monster ever to have frequented this attraction.
Is that it? No.
Chemistry material.
What do we have? No! My friends, as you all know, next week our adventure must come to an end. You also know that I'm no good at speeches, so I'll keep this brief. After all the years spent with you here, I can honestly say that I think of you... Bastard, didn't mean to push it. Think of you as my family. I'm going to miss all of you, but before the fair closes, we've got one last week in business, and during this time I want you all to have the very best of yourselves, so that the public will never forget us. So before getting back to work, here is a list of jobs for the week. Roger, clean the aquarium. Alice, kitchen. Tom, pest control. Martha, responsible for the keys to the place. Keith, upkeep of the rail and the cages. Right, so Martha's get the keys.
The bearded lady kept the key to this exhibition. Interesting.
Right, hen. Where have you put it? Oh.
There's something.
Cut it to fucking bits.
Here's
Key.
the trap is in.
Right, got my key. So, now, knock them. Guard comes. I don't know. Climb on that. Jump out the window. Wait for him to come in. Lock the door. And release the hound. Right.
I cannot leave. The
No,
guard
run.
must have been warned.
Run!
I need to get out of here.
That's what I'm trying. Oh, he automatically goes out. I thought I'd get to.
The guard is inside. I must close the door quickly.
Run, you fool.
Closed. I must find a way of neutralizing.
Did I lock it? Aye. Why did he say close as if it was him trying it? The same fucking sound when he tries a door. Oh, here we go.
I can't do that.
What? Ah, there we go. Now, release the beast. Oh, I'm sorry, mate. I'm very sorry. Shag him. Shag his ass. Surely he can climb up and get in that tank.
Well, I'll be leaving you. I'm sure you have a great many things to do.
I just realised, of course he wasn't going to murder him, because Sherlock Holmes wouldn't just murder people, you know, so it would be a bit inhumane to just release a beast on somebody.
But what have we got here?
Ah, there you are, Holmes. Did you have any problems?
None. Apart from a few small things. What have you found out about this warehouse?
Prince Woodville's soup is loaded and contaminated by hands.
And in the direction of Whitechapel. Watson, in a few hours, Moriarty will have at his disposal a formidable army, more powerful and more terrible than anything that has ever existed.
But what?
The soup is destined for a poverty-stricken, starving population who have been conditioned for months against the ruling powers. Moriarty won't have any trouble in sending thousands of raving mad people to ravage the city, sowing death and destruction. No force would be able to resist them, not the police, not even the army. A perfect army, knowing neither fear nor pity. A tidal wave of humanity which will cover London and will fall away again, leaving a city of desolation behind it.
What horror! And the chaos will only make Moriarty's coup d'etat even easier. But how will he guard himself against this bloodthirsty crowd?
The chaos will only last for the time he needs.
You mean to say
that these poor wretches will all die 48 hours after ingesting the soup, according to our good Dr. Shielman. So the victims will be joined by their executioners. An immense mass murder. What Moriarty would call clearing up after work, no doubt. Good. Have you found a way of stopping Hans's process?
Yes,
What?
I think so. If we can weaken the reservoir's feet with the explosives,
Watson didn't
for
say
example,
anything there.
it
Holmes
will
just said
collapse
good.
and take the building down with it.
Good work.
What are you looking at?
Have you ever seen anything like this before?
Never.
What, a satellite? Nice horses.
Look, Holmes, there appears to be some sort of control panel.
With an antenna, whatever its purpose might be.
Oh, maybe that would be to... Oh no, that wouldn't make sense. That would go see something really stupid like broadcast fucking orders to other people over the radio. Maybe. You know, like, cause everybody will be susceptible for the poison. Right, how do I get off this thing? Oh, and really one way on, one way off. That's a wee bit of shite. Oh, what the fuck is that? Is that a funhouse? Was that a haunted house?
I can hear noises. We aren't alone. We had best be careful.
Holmes, our priority now is to blow up the tank in the factory to stop the distribution of the soup.
Of course, Watson.
There's Toby when you need him, man. We could just hoist Toby up somewhere, just chuck him in a window and he'll open doors for us. Oh.
A telephone line. It goes to the haunted house.
check the other side.
It seems that this window is more vulnerable than the main door.
I think it is too high. It's protected by bars with a closed window behind it.
Bastard. Where am I going now? Back up there? Right, hold on, where did I come from? Right, hold on. Aye, there's a freak show, there's the main gate, so I came that way. So I'll keep going this way.
These caravans must be inhabited. Look, there is smoke coming out of one of them.
What is that? Can't even look at it. Alright. Can I go in here? I can. The exploiters are thirsty. They want blood, have no doubt about it. They'll never waste an opportunity to place their yokes upon the necks of the working classes. Against us are the revolutionaries, social laws, all the middle class forces, police, army, magistracy, government. But with us, comrades, we have the invincible will of international revolutionaries. Wherever we might let us strike the imperialist henchmen. Let us return blow for blow. The revolution lives in terror, and by terror, let the people's justice be fulfilled.
An international
Propaganda.
anarchist's manifesto written in several languages.
Must be for the Russian cunts.
A metal plate, very solid.
Cool.
A wanted poster in Russian, with the portraits of the three brothers on it.
That's it. Is that all there is? Oh. Right, this one, is this the one that he said there was cunts living in? Ah, it's closed. There's a wee ladder.
This ladder is only held back by a bolt.
So, which bolt? And I shall remove it. Wait, does he mean held back as in to drop down? Because if he can't just put a foot and climb up that, then... fuck's sake, Holmes. Oh, there's a nice wee ramp to look in a window, isn't that? Isn't that nice?
There is no one here, and nothing very interesting.
Alright. Mission then. There's another ladder
This
with a
ladder
bolt.
is only held back by a bolt.
I don't know what they mean about that. That's... oh, look. Can I get up in the roof? Oh no, up in
Look,
the window.
Holmes, the three Russian brothers.
Coal
Bastards!
stove and dynamite.
What should we do next, Holmes?
We'll
And
blow
then the
them up,
dynamite
Watson.
would be very useful for blowing up the tank.
Good idea.
Right.
But in order that we can get it, we'll have to get them out of there without their knowing we are here. The best thing to do is to carry on exploring this place, Holmes.
It's like there's words missing. There. He's like that with dynamite. And then he just goes, and nothing was said. Nothing was said. It wasn't. You're going to start it with and. It's doesn't make sense. Right, hold on. I saw there was something on a pipe.
It is the chimney pipe. It has been cut. Interesting.
Maybe if it's connected, it fucking pumps fumes into the.
This stall is a washroom. I can see water basins inside. The door can be blocked from the outside. Interesting.
Right. Very well.
Apparently, they are more interested in games than in cleanliness.
Cool. Some sinks. Is that it? Oh.
Gallons of vodka.
Another vodka. Where did he say the door can be locked from the outside? Ah, right, aye, so it can. So, how do I get them in there? Where did I carry? Right, so this way. Eh. What's that? The theatre! Nothing mental outside, can I go in? Oh, lovely. Watson, please stay outside. Do me a favour and just stay the fuck outside, please, 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 please. Whoa! Whoa! Right, don't know about you, but that looks like some dead bodies and the prince on stage.
This place must have been magnificent.
Shh, Watson, look, on the stage. Prince Woodville.
I know, it's mannequins. Is that it? What? Can I go and talk to him? You're done.
And it is with an immense pride that I take possession of the attributes of the crown and swear in front of you to serve my people with... Gentlemen, who are you? I don't believe I know you.
Not as yet, Your Royal Highness, but I am overjoyed that you are familiar with the crowning ceremony.
Of course. A good king should know it.
That makes my duty so very much easier. Let me introduce myself. My name is Howard Sawbury, and I am in charge of the aforementioned protocol and the master of ceremonial events at Buckingham Palace.
Yes, and I'm Sir John Cannard, in charge of the peacocks in the Royal Gardens.
Congratulations, Sir John. Excellent imagination.
I'm pleased to meet you, gentlemen, but what brings you here?
Do you mean to say that no one has informed you? Have you not been in the city? It is Queen Victoria, of course. She has been dethroned.
Really? So soon? According to my special advisor, Professor Moriarty, that should not take place until a few days from now.
The people have decided otherwise, sir, and now they're calling for their new sovereign, the benevolent, most understanding Prince Woodville.
Ah, gentlemen, you bring me great news. My good people have carried out their duty. I can finally take my rightful place, and happily before the bombs detonated.
Actually, sir, we're here to warn you that you are in grave danger.
What do you mean?
Among your close advisors, I regret there are traitors who are already plotting against you. We have reliable information that these terrorists are part of an international anarchist network, and...
Ah, gentlemen, I know who you are talking about. I'm sure you mean the strange gentleman employed by Professor Moriarty. Asians or,
Russians, sir.
Whatever. These men must be stopped before their bombs explode.
They're bombs?
Yes, Sir John. Bombs placed all over London. I was not at all fond of the idea, but Professor Moriarty was quite adamant.
Do you know where these bombs are precisely?
Of course not. But I do know that those anarchists created their exploding devices here.
You must tell us everything that you know about the bombs, sir.
Why should I? You're not a pyrotechnist, are you? I must speak urgently with Professor Moriarty.
I don't know what I say to him. Bomb in the theatre?
Sir, these men, the Russian anarchists, I heard them plotting against you. They want to blow up the theatre, and you with it.
That is madness. Why would they do that?
Tell us everything that you know about the bombs, for we must defuse the one that is hidden here.
I have not moved from here since I arrived, and no one apart from you has entered the theatre. You are lying, or you are their accomplices.
We most certainly are not.
That is enough. Leave me.
He betrayed you.
They are dangerous anarchists who have committed murderous acts in their own country against the Tsar's line.
That is impossible. The professor assured me of their loyalty.
Moriarty does not require you anymore, sir. He does not wish to give you the throne. He desires it for himself.
The devil.
Sir, we are going to help you. You must tell us where the bombs are planted. The people will never forget a sovereign who began his reign by saving his subjects from such atrocities.
I confess that I do not know where they are. But surely the Russian anarchists must know.
What do the bombs look like?
They appear very complicated. It is impossible to defuse them. I remember that they were put together here, in a wooden stall between two tents, next to the Russian caravans. They were the only ones who had a key, besides that traitor Moriarty, of course.
We're going to try to open that stall.
Wait, I demand an explanation. If everyone is plotting against me, then how do I know that you are not also party to the plot?
But we...
Bring me Professor Moriarty, Mr. Sawbury, without delay. Sir John will remain here with me.
I should be able to remove the prince without endangering Watson's life. I should be able to remove the prince without endangering Watson's life.
And that is why I prefer to have you here as reserve. You are my guarantee.
I understand, sir. But in return, you must understand that this places me in a
I cannot leave Watson.
Situation.
Yes, I understand. But the reasons of the state
are unfathomable.
Fuck's sake.
And I came here to render you a service.
Come now, let us be serious for one moment. What could a peacock trainer possibly do for me?
You underestimate not only me, sir, but also my birds. I believe that a prominence of well-trained peacocks would...
These tangled ropes are holding back the curtains.
You really?
Oh, fuck's sake. How the fuck am I going to finish that? What? Oh, this is a wee bit confusing. No. I'm just going to end this one here now because we'll be here all fucking night if I try and do this. Wish me luck next time. Goodbye.